Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TASG Watch Party on a Thursday evening. 11:50 local here in the West Coast. We are live for the final episode of season 1 of the Bad Batch right here. We've been covering it for the last 15 weeks, and boy oh boy, it all comes down to this, the season finale. In the last episode, we left off with the Bad Batch breaking a promise essentially to Omega, saying that she would never be back on Camino. And that's where they ended up, on Camino. And at the end of that episode, we saw an empty Camino, and with the Empire successfully ending its run on the planet and on the cloning facility, they bombard it. And it ends up being this great catastrophic event, especially for the many fans of the Clone Wars, including myself, as we saw the start of many clones, the Domino Squad. You remember that? You remember that arc? I mean, like, so many memories happen, and you never really think about it until you like rewatch it two or three more times. And it's like, oh yeah, this happened, and you go back to those respective arcs in the Clone Wars, and that's what I've been doing, leading up to this episode. Tonight we are joined with Jensen. What is good, fam?
Hello.
And we got Heather tonight.
Good fan.
So we're starting off slightly earlier, as we normally do. We usually start the stream 5 minutes prior to the drop on Disney Plus, but today we're giving ourselves another 5 minutes to talk about our expectations and overall our thoughts on the season that was. Season one, a bit of an up and down. We noticed that there were certain arcs that, well, not arcs, there weren't arcs at all. There have been certain adventures that seemed repetitive, but there inside those moments there have been times of, whoa, they did this, they reintroduced a character, and I liked the way that did. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yes.
you did put it very well on how
Yeah.
they introduced and reintroduced characters
I
and set
mean,
up like backstories for rebel characters, even like Hera and Chopper and stuff.
Yeah.
and to a certain extent, Gregor, because he is
That's
vastly
that's
different.
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
He was like,
Oh,
he's the most
Gregor.
recent one that we saw, and he's significantly different than the runaway clone that we saw in the Evolve arcs, the droid arc.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of characters and clones that we love, our boy Captain Hauser. Pour one out, a Baja Blast in that honor. Hopefully, we see him in this one. Yeah, hopefully we see him. I mean, my biggest prediction is that we're going to see Rex, and he's going to be the one who rescues the batch with Gregor, Wolf, and Hauser. But, we don't know what happened to Hauser. We see that Hauser got arrested on Ryloth, and that was it. That was end of story. So the big question is either we're going to see him again in next season, or they executed him off camera, which would have been which is, like, in and of itself, it's very disappointing. But in the last episode, we also saw a the conflict that Crosshair has with his brothers, and this was very emotional. Like, this was in the first watch. This was the most emotional part for me. Like, it's this conflict and it's the tension, and they start fighting together again, only in the end to basically have a Hamilton slash Burr face off, and that ends up being a well, it ends up being, uh, a stun. Fortunately, but it was, you know, hmm. Words cannot explain it for me. But what are your thoughts on this conflict?
I don't know what else to add. You're literally you're like spot on.
Well, I guess we'll find out the end of this conflict at the end of this episode. So
Yeah.
Do you think? I mean, somebody has to die, right? You saw the Jennifer Corbett
Dude,
tweets,
yes,
the Kevin Kiner tweets. They've been pretty sus.
yep. At this point I think someone is going to. Or either they're going to or they have to.
And of course, the biggest story that I've the biggest fanfic that I've been thinking of right now is that Crosshair does pass in an emotional way, and I've said this multiple streams that I'm basically manifesting it myself right now. Like, I hope it happens. At the same time, I hope it doesn't happen, and I'm very nervous to see. It's like looking at your grades at the end of the semester,
Oh my
and
god.
that's the sensation that I'm feeling. It's a boarding group sensation, as I mentioned before we started this live stream. 3 minutes to go.
I think since I watched all the live streams today, I
Yes,
think you said that six. I think you mentioned that 6 times.
I mentioned that's 6 of the 16 times, 6 out of 16. Adding to the viewership, fam. Thank you very much. How much? That's less than 50%, but 37.5% of the time I mentioned that story. Could I be right? I still do not know. Um,
The possibility.
the possibilities are endless. I'm
Literally.
scared. 2 minutes to go. Um, eh, let's go. Um, the Posthumous, welcome to the live stream. We're just a couple of minutes out. The only reason why, and I'll explain this. The reason this is going to be our last Thursday night live stream. As of right now, it's still 11:58 Pacific time. This will be our last Thursday night live stream because Disney Plus moved serial, all of their serial releases have shifted over to Wednesday at midnight. So that means for us, it is a Tuesday stream start. So, yeah, this is it. This is going to be even more inconvenient for all of us here on the panel to be available. So, yeah, Tuesdays right now is going to be Marvel's What If, and we're going to be doing that weekly, just carrying on the tradition, and as well as a general shift towards live productions like this for TASG, and that's what we're going to do from here on out. That's the future of the channel, and I'll talk more on the vlog that releases tomorrow after work, because I work early tomorrow. All right, 11:59. This is feeling boarding groups right now.
This was probably the longest 2 minutes of my
This
life.
is the longest 2 minutes of my entire life, and then you
It
swipe
didn't
down
even
at
it didn't
11:50.
even feel that long last week for the part one, but for some reason today it's just long.
116 million Disney Plus subscribers. That's pretty damn good. Hopefully, and then on November 12th, it was announced today. New series will be coming over. Camino Lost is what we're. Oh, ooh, Camino Lost. And guess how long it is? 28
Dude.
minutes.
Oh my
Bruh.
Bruh.
You gotta be freaking joking me. I said it better be longer than 28, and it's literally 28 minutes.
I'm sorry, guys, but this is going to be the equivalent of the end of season 2 for High School Musical, the musical, the series. I'm sorry. Which really, we should have streamed that because that's also another stream-worthy series. No,
I joined that.
unfortunately, I wish we are going to watch Aftermath, a true hour and 14-minute long adventure, but we're going to watch Camino Lost, and it looks like submarines. Interesting. The Bad Batch find themselves in unexpected territory. What? You're on Camino. Unless Gungans are there? I mean... Oh no. The cameo of the week is Jar Jar Binks.
Oh,
We're expecting
No.
Hauser. We're expecting Cody. We were
I
expecting
swear.
all of these clones, but it ends up being fucking Jar Jar Binks.
I'm going to leave the
swear.
call if Jar Jar Binks pops up. I swear.
I was like, hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right.
Oh, Jar Jar.
Darth Binks. All right, so we're all in the live stream right now. This is the TASG Watch Party Thursday, now Friday, featuring the Bad Batch, our final Thursday episode, starting stream in 3, 2, 1. Rated TV PG for V.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself.
See you at the end of the show. All right. If you're just joining us, 23 seconds into a 28-minute episode. Oh, no, they're going to bring us back to it. Ooh.
What an opening shot.
Jesus Christ, the tension in this one is amazing. Oh. I'm going to cry. Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Oh, he's emotional.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't check for survivors. That's how they get away with everything. It explains why everybody's
Yeah.
still alive.
Mm-hmm.
AZ. How is it not too flooded? Oh, oh shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. How
He's
convenient.
moving. He's still moving. It's good. Oh. Kick Rika. Oh, fuck. Oh, I was right. I don't know. I think I was right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Gee whiz, AZ. Come on. Well, you're not trying hard enough, Rec. Oh my goodness. You know what? I want to analyze this real quick. Uh, if you're just joining us, we are 4 minutes 48 seconds. So you remember how much of a actually no, I'll analyze it later. Wait, but did you get it? Wait a minute, didn't they stop bombarding?
Oh yeah, but
Oh,
everything's still falling apart. No. Oh my God.
is this the music cue Kiner was warning us about?
God damn.
It never ends. Look, I know you never really trusted me, but you gotta really trust me now. And says the person who shot his squad because they didn't follow orders. Like that's gonna last long. If you're just joining us, we are 9 minutes 40 seconds. I highly agree, Matthew.
Hmm.
Oh, fuck. The blame game. The chip cannot change that? That's a good point, though. You could say that about so many things.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
I knew something like this was gonna happen.
Not at that crack. Space Jaws in space. Stop motion breaks. Welcome to the stream. If you are just joining us, we are 12 minutes 9 seconds of a 28-minute episode. So restoring the power would make the glass stronger somehow?
Or maybe light deters it or something.
Oh, great. Now you have to deal with the curvature going up. Oh, of course. Jesus Christ. Ah. Yeah, so if the rest of the base is already destroyed, how are you getting power?
Well, he turned it back on and then it turned back off, so I don't know.
Oh. Ha. Well, that was it. Rip. Bruh, if AZ is the one who dies,
I
I'd be
swear.
pissed. Mm-mm. Oh, fuck you. Left you for dead. And you're still siding with them? They know you were on there. They knew that the other stormtroopers were on there. And yet you still side with them? They're not gonna give a fuck about you. Bingo. Yeah, shine that light in his face. Of course it is. Bro, that's the most Baymax thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, of course, they're the same one.
Not surprised there. Come on, AZ. Save the day for the third time. Yeah, they're going up at a pretty fast rate.
Well, yeah, because they have air inside. Air wants to get to the top.
Wouldn't that give them?
So
You think there's like a disease that like bubbles form in your blood
yeah,
when that happens? SIDS or
the
SUDS or something?
bends.
The bends,
It's
yes.
it's called the bends. Yeah, when you go up too fast.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, this is some
Oh,
Big Hero 6 shit right here. Oh, come on. Easy's gonna die. And he's gonna do it saving Omega.
oh no.
Yeah. Because you see that battery depleting. I mean, you see he's using sparks, damn it. Oh. Oh, okay. In that position? All right. What happened?
Oh,
This is Big Hero 6 in Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen. This is Big Hero 6 in Star Wars. I don't know how to feel about it.
no,
Oh, what is... Oh my god.
No, Mako. Why would
When
you?
Baymax died and sent Hero through that portal, Hero never said, hey, I'm gonna go back for him. I'm gonna fucking build a new one. That's what he did. Ooh, 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 this music. Ooh.
what? Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He did it.
Oh my god.
Are you back? Is he
Holy
back?
sh...
Oh, ooh.
Dude, that was
Wow.
intense.
Yeah. 2150. How did they not find that ship anyways?
Right?
Like not non-detectable even though it's it's powered down, but I'm not going to hold my breath yet. All right? I'm not going to hold my breath just yet. Anything can happen. First of all, water is wet, and that's definitely making me wet. Look at that water. Change your mind. Change your mind. Nobody's gonna go back for you, and when they do, they're gonna shoot you for sure. Ow!
Wow. Oh,
Ooh, epilogue.
I was not expecting that. I thought it was gonna end.
Rex, 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 Rex.
Nah.
Ooh. Command hose.
Oh,
Who is Arinda Price? Oh, wait. Is this Arinda?
mm,
I mean, the hair, a little bit.
maybe. And then smash cut. Something else. Is that it?
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, that's it.
All
Okay.
right. Jennifer Corbett, of course.
Bruh.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. That really didn't feel like a finale though. I
I
gotta
mean,
say.
you're setting up for a season 2 that you already spoiled. It's bound to happen.
True.
It's bound to happen. Um, okay, so that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of season 1.
Wow.
And
Okay.
yeah,
I gotta say that music. Wow.
and I will say, I feel like that was a pretty short music cue, but it lasted. It made the moment last. It
Mhm.
was really well done. Great job on the Kiner Brothers. I really can't wait for when that goes on Apple Music. Checking Apple Music right now to see if it's up. I think we might get it within the next few days, or it might be up right now. Who knows?
I'll definitely listen to it.
I bet they probably was like, hey, Kevin Kiner, bro, Volume 1, Volume 2 has not yet been released, so uh, I'm going to hold off on that. 9 through 16. That had several great music cues, especially the ones with Hera Chopper and or with the scenes with Hera and Omega. That scene was it was a great uh, music cue. The biggest tweet coming from the Kiners this year was, I think, starting in the beginning. Like, we saw is there such thing as a music cue that makes you cry so hard? And let me tell you, I almost shed a tear right there. That music cue in Omega trying to save AZ, that was, it felt like a bonehead decision, a stupid
It
decision.
did.
I mean, you know, let's call it as it is. That was a dumb decision. And let me tell you, like, Crosshair. Okay, let's break that down. Because there were so many moments between Crosshair and Omega that I was like, hey, when we first met, I didn't like you, but I am willing to still do things for you. And, we see this in Crosshair saving AZ, but he still doesn't want to rejoin the brothers. Samuel Solovich here in the chat says, Crosshair's chip is removed, but the mind alteration is still in him. What are your thoughts on that? Agree? Disagree?
I don't know. Because I don't think we have proof that he got his chip removed. He
And
just said he might have.
The biggest sign of that, and you actually could see this in the episode, where he sits down. Omega tries to sit down right next to him, but he starts grabbing at his head still. And I think he's trying to battle it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's battling something,
Oh.
and he's highly conflicted, but he just can't figure it out, and he tries to stay hard-headed as he is. He tries to stay like, no, I'm going to stay loyal to them even though they bombed me. and they almost killed me. I mean, why the fuck would you still stay with them, frankly? Uh, where is it? Trying to find the timestamp for it. I wonder how awkward it must have been for Crosshair and Hunter to share that pod. What was going on in their minds? Like, you both are beefing, but yet he's still willing, you know, Crosshair is still willing to let you save him, even though you're not going to stay loyal to them anyways. I'm almost there. There it is. It's going to be around the 15 minutes, 55 seconds. He sits down, and then he goes, 16-minute mark. So he goes, and I'm not going to show it to the camera, but I'm going to show you a little bit of it. It was very dark, but screenshot of him just grabbing at his head like something's hurting. Omega sits right next to him and says, "You never liked it on Camino, did you?" And he tells her to go away. There really, truly is something in him that's... I'm out of focus for some odd reason. There's something in him that he's still battling. Could it be the chip? I'm not sure. I don't know how to get myself back. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I don't know if it's the chip or if there's some external force that's really in him, because that's how you could really tell that he's highly conflicted about this entire thing, and reluctantly decides to do that. Samuel Solovich back in chat. The radiation in his chip is probably misfiring. I know that contradicts my first point, but I don't think Crosshair's chip is completely controlling him. Theory, the mind alterations that Tarkin altered. So you're talking about the... Oh, okay. Interesting. So the chip might... So his theory is that the chip might still be in there, or the radiation in his chip. Because remember, we saw in the first episode, they strengthened the chip to yeah, and so I think there's long-lasting effects that really keeps him straightened up,
maybe,
and too uptight. But you saw him when the I'll call it Reg, when the Reg stormtrooper disobeys the orders to kill the early resistance, which I really hope to see. And we're gonna go to Matthew's point in chat in just a second. I really hope to see more of that in season 2. The rise of the rise of the resistance, the rise of the rebellion, in season 2. But we saw Crosshair shoot the guy because he didn't follow orders. But then gradually we saw again on Ryloth that, hey, Hauser's doing this thing. I have a clean open shot, but I never took the shot. Why didn't I take the shot? And then in this episode, we truly see it in action. So it starts to gradually build up to, hey, are they really wrong? He's in denial. Let's be honest here. He's in denial.
That's a way better way of putting it.
Thank you.
He's in denial.
He's in denial. And you see it so many times. So it's like, but they tried to kill you. No, I'm still staying loyal. Loyalty is my number one key, but I don't want to be loyal if the brothers don't share my beliefs. Okay, fuck you, we're leaving. And they did. They basically did like, hey, you're not going to be with us? All right, bye. They just left him off the side of the road to fend from himself.
Pretty much. That's just the funny part.
I mean... yes. Okay, so this is a good one. Samuel also adds, did you hear the clone trooper choke on his word when he tells the Admiral Camino is destroyed? Absolutely. Fam, let me tell you, these clones treated it like their home. They protected it. They're like, for yeah, let's do it for the boys on Camino and all that stuff. And there's now nothing to protect. There really isn't. And so you're gonna see that. I mean, like, it must have been hard though for think about the clone who said that the weapon's ready to shoot, but doesn't realize that it's, or does he even realize? That one clone who said it fucks it over for the millions and millions of clones and the millions more that could have been on the way had the attack not happened. But he fired the weapon. He said, "Hey, it's ready." Rampart says, "Fire," and we saw what happened. Um, what else? What else? Yes. So season two, Matthew in chat says season two better have returning characters. Yes, I really do. What
Yeah, I'm
characters do you
pretty
want to see?
sure. Yeah,
What characters do you want to see?
Hauser.
Hauser.
That's it. That's it.
Hauser. That's all we. Oh, I mean, like, let's get no more. You don't want Shams and the Lemmy, right? Because
Oh no,
fuck right
please
off.
no.
But would you want more Hera Chopper?
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad.
Now, throughout this season, we saw the beginnings of the Rebels crew of clones, Rex, Wolf, and Gregor. We saw Gregor
We'll
being
probably
rescued,
see
and it.
more of them then.
Oh, Samuel, great point
Maybe.
again. I do think Nala Se will kill her. Ooh, will kill herself or seek out the Bad Batch in season two. Or is she going to create some sort of new super soldier like her project Omega here? Because that last scene, Nala Se, and that Imperial scientist or something like that. I think she's a scientist, but she really reminded me of Arinda Price. So, and specifically Arinda from Rebels, not Arinda from Thrawn. So that could be one thing. So I don't know what the Empire is going to do to her as we head into season two. Um, Other characters, so I want to see. I want to see, honestly, Cal Kestis. We saw Caleb
Oh,
Doom in this one,
yeah.
but Cal Kestis, yes, I'm willing to say I want to see that guy in animation. But it would be very interesting to see how they would execute it because fans of Jedi
Right.
Fallen Order would go crazy. They really
Yeah.
would. All right, let's head over to Twitter and take a break from the analysis. Not Adrian, not the Woj bombs. I don't think there's any good ones. The Bad Batch is trending. It's trending on entertainment. With a crippling flaw because she's depressed. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Loyal, or at the Dad Batch says, "Will the Empire even take Crosshair back? They left him on purpose, and doesn't it kind of look like he committed treason?" Thoughts on that? And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go.
Oh,
Bear with me here for a second, because this is going to be a little bit of a jarring change. Block that, undo that. This one is going to be that, yes, and oops, nope, okay, there it is. Okay, that and that. I need to mirror it. Aha. All right, so that's the tweet that we're looking at right here. The the struggle. Okay. Will the Empire even take Crosshair back? They left him on purpose, and doesn't it kind of look like he committed treason? What are your thoughts on that?
Um, hmm, I think he might be.
He's just conflicted,
I,
right?
yeah, he just doesn't know which side to choose, I think.
Oh, ah, boo. That was a good tweet. They deleted it. How it started versus how it ended. And it's the two of them from the cell, and the two of them not doing well. I know I can't stand you, but I'm still willing to, frankly, do anything for you. You're still their brother, Crosshair. You're my brother too. Reminds me to Obi-Wan and Anakin and Mustafar.
Yeah, it does.
You are my brother, Anakin. Kind of bummed they're obviously leaning towards a Crosshair redemption, but we didn't fully see that. Um, and I don't think they would show that in season two. Can't believe they ended on Nala fucking say. I thought we'd at least get a moment with a batch plus Omega to close out, but no.
Yeah, that's true.
Finale IMO just disappointing. Okay, but remember, just like Ryloth, part one and part two, you'll watch it all at once and becomes like significantly better. Especially since you got some
Mm-hmm.
more shots of the destruction of Camino in the beginning of the episode, and that's where all of the peril is. Um, and so, yeah, Fives really does live on in AZ. Wow. I thought saving the patient at all costs was fundamentally your highest order. I have complete. Damn it, what was the Baymax saying? And I love Big Hero 6 because this is what this moment was to me. Like Baymax's final sacrifice is what it reminded me of. Um, are you satisfied with your care? I won't lose you too. Omega is the most selfless person. She saw Crosshair and AZ without a second thought. I love the little side banter in the tubes between Record Tech and Crosshair, and also the animation, the music, beautiful. I can't wait for next year. Neither can I. Solomon, I want to add this. Crosshair is going back to the Empire. He will not be accepted back and be monitored even more and go on less missions and be subjected to mission assignments, not mission leadership. And he acts like a lead, like a leader. And frankly, I really like the way that Hunter explains what a true leader is. I don't remember what part of it was. That's what happens when you let the kids call the shots. Hey, it doesn't hurt to listen. That kid saved your life, and that's a problem. I take these two personally. They destroyed an entire city. They did what they needed to be done. The Empire will control the entire galaxy, and I'm going to be part of it. That's bullshit. Frankly, that's bullshit. Hunter, you made the wrong choice. No, you didn't. He knew what was right for the batch, and he did it. You got any memes on your side?
Not really. It's all the Crosshair Omega stuff.
You don't know pain until you've watched this scene. The conflict in that, it's a whole thing. Solomon says, when Crosshair's chip finally does fail, he will feel betrayed and either injure or kill Admiral Rampart. Ooh, bold, very, very bold theory right there. Now, I'll say I'm happy that my theory did not stick, because that would truly be a like that would be that's the Fountain Works. You'd be World of Color right there. But
Oh yeah.
sigh of relief that didn't happen. I was like, but there were signs that it was leaning to that. Um, Fortunately, they never came to fruition, and the batch is moving on for another season, fortunately. But let's see what happens in season 2. So we're gonna start wrapping things up by going to our final out of 10 for the series. Oh shit, no, the final out of 10 for the season, rather. And let's start off with Heather down below. Fam, what is your out of 10?
Damn, I don't know because it didn't.
Keep in
I'm
mind,
probably gonna give it.
we were reminded this was already a season finale, not a series finale, so it shouldn't hit
That's
that
true.
part.
You're right. You're right.
Be mindful of your expectations.
I think I'm gonna do 8.5 or 9. I did actually enjoy this episode.
Same. I mean, like, you had the peril, and the peril is there, but most importantly, I'm going off of my theory about a tragic Crosshair ending.
Hmm.
And
That's what I
fortunately,
thought was gonna happen, but
fortunately,
I
it
think
didn't.
I think it might have happened if it was a series finale, because at first that's what we all thought, but then we found out it was a season finale. So, I don't know. I don't know why I kind of expected more.
I kind of expected somebody to die. Somebody, or in this case, something. And I also
Yeah.
don't know why I was thinking Gonki at first. Because Gonki, Honkin, that was our first guess. And then it slowly
Yeah.
shifted over to AZ. AZ is okay. Oh, you know what? Let me throw this out there. Gonki is Chopper, and AZ is AP5.
Oh, you think?
Solomon says 5.8 out of 10. Too many rescue missions. That's the C. Okay, so we're honing in on this episode, and we'll go into the season as a whole in a little bit. Jensen, what was your out of 10?
Oh, I thought we were doing
We'll,
season as a
we'll
whole.
do episode first. Episode,
Okay.
and then we'll do season.
I'll give it a 9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
And I will
I
side
think
on 9.5 as well.
Jen, I think that's the highest you've ever rated an episode.
Exactly.
yes.
At least
And
for
I
your
think-
appearances on this show so far. I think the highest
It's
you've shown
because-
is like 8.
Yeah. It's because of the specific moment when Crosshair is pointing his gun into the water, and then it's just like, and then he shoots it, and that, like, 2 seconds of the episode is like, it's in, like, a standstill.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, what
That's
just
like
happened?
yes.
That made it a 9.5.
Honestly, that became quintessential Star Wars in my opinion. That felt like quintessential Star Wars, specifically on the Clone Wars end and an animation. There's nothing better in my opinion so far. Solomon rates it a 9.25 out of 10. Camino Dead, that was a season ender tearjerker. Absolutely. Um,
Hmm.
like so many moments that took your breath away. I'll side with a 9.5 as well. Amazing episode. And I'm going to rewatch this again in the days to come. And it's just rewatching it and re-noticing those moments of tension between Crosshair and Hunter and Crosshair and Omega, especially in this episode. It's gonna be a little bit tougher to watch, but fortunately, the batch is alive and they are thriving. Um, if we go into the season as a whole, now, I think we brought this up in the beginning of the stream, and we also brought it up pre-stream when we were doing our audio checks. Um, Jensen went and watched every single stream on the playlist of the Bad Batch live streams that we've done so far. And what was the average ones that I rated? The average rating.
The average rating was 7.5.
7.5, which isn't bad, and it's also pretty good. But really, I really thought that I rated it closer to an 8. But I feel like the side ones, the Senator episode, Senator episode especially, and the one directly after part 2 of Ryloth, that, like, those were the ones that we didn't care about. And also Martez.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Martez
We
docked.
we rated those really low.
Like borderline zeros. Did you go into every single, like, did you take the rating number or did you just add them up?
Yes.
Okay.
I took your rating number
So
and then I
what's the lowest?
divided it by amount of episodes you rated them at.
What is our lowest episode rating?
3.
3.
Episode 15.
Episode 15? No,
13.
13. And oh yeah, that was episode 13.
That must
was
have
pretty
been, yeah,
That was the filler episode with
yeah.
the spice thing.
bad. Oh, and
And then the
yeah, the Martez episode. What was our rating for that? Or
which
Metro?
episode was that?
I can't seem to remember.
Because we missed, or you missed rating 5 episodes.
I missed rating for. Oh man. Oh
5
yeah.
episodes.
Were they my solo episodes or was it the ones with Steven?
You missed 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7.
1, 3, 4, 5, and 7. I'm gonna go back and I'm going to just speed. I'm just gonna scrub through the episode and see what I. Oh, Battle Scars? How the fuck did I not rate that? Dude, that was Hunter. Or that was Wrecker. Dude, that Battle Scars, that's a 9.5. How does that change things?
Oh jeez.
Dude,
Hold on.
Battle Scars, that was yeah, let's go back and rate them. Just because yeah, Battle
Okay,
Scars.
hold on.
What would you rate it?
I'll
look.
be right back. I gotta throw out the trash really quick.
Go ahead.
Alright, let's see.
Just scrub through it. But that was
Alright.
the removing Wrecker's chip. How did we not?
Which
rate that?
was
That was
episode what?
That was episode 7. So you said 1, 3,
Episode
1, 3, 4, 5, and 7.
Yes. So you put what's your rating for that one?
That's gonna be a 9.5. That was one of the best
Right.
ones. Aftermath. Fuck that. I'm not gonna rate
I'd
it.
give it. You're not gonna rate Aftermath?
Well, because that included one of my favorite cues so far.
Mhm.
8.9 out of 10 for Battle Scars. That's Solomon's rating. Episode 1. I'm remembering these moments. 8. Episode 1, 8.
Okay.
And no, I'm not trying to bump it up. Like, legit, those are the scores that it. it deserves. Episode 3, right? That's another one I haven't done.
Yeah.
That is. What is that? Oh, that's replacements. That's the one where Hunter or where Crosshair shoots the other ones. But then still leaves off the mystery of what Nala Say's doing. I'll give it a 6. Episode 3, 6. Cornered. That's the
Okay.
first appearance of. Oh, that's where they try to sell Echo.
Echo. Yeah.
2,000 credits. Bumped it up to 3,000, I think. That was what I remember. But this is the first episode where we see. Oh, yes. Where we see Fennec Shan. That's episode 4, Cornered. I'll give that one a 7. So
Okay.
that's episode 4. Episode 5. It's a Sid-based episode, but it doesn't seem like it's very high.
I think it was more filler.
Yeah, that's a 4.
Okay. So your average rating,
The average rating for the season is
7.41.
7.41. Went down. Yeah, because I don't think we rated the filler episodes. So 7.41, still a 7, but looking back at it, I think a good third were a good third of the episodes were filler. Solomon, do you agree? A solid third? No. Yeah, a solid third, because that's like 5. A solid third.
So Mark, you rated half of the episodes 9 or higher.
Did I rate the right ones? I mean,
Yeah, you. I mean, I don't know.
I think like Aftermath is an A.
Aftermath, you said 8.
Aftermath is an 8. A solid 8.
All right.
Yeah. So the ones you rated 9 or up is 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, and then both finales.
7, 8, 9, 11, 12 is Ryloth, and then
The finale, part 1, part 2.
the finales. I'll say both of those, all of those ones are warranted. 7, 8, 9. I'm trying to remember. And it's funny because like I scrubbed through it and I immediately remember. Oh yeah, that's the Crosshair's the roast of Crosshair.
Yeah,
The epic
that's
roast
right.
of Crosshair. And there's a lot of those ones. I'm surprised. I will say during looking at those looking for those memes, nobody decided to put "My Heart Will Go On" during the sinking of Camino. Am I wrong?
That's amazing.
It'll be on a TikTok, I bet. But "My Heart Will Go On" as the cloning facility sinks into the ocean forever.
Oh,
And I'm not telling you if it's going to be the bad recorder edition or if it's the official Celine Dion edition. It's up for interpretation here.
it has to be the bad recorder. No doubt
It has
about it.
to? Okay, why does it have to? If it were memed, why does it have to?
It suits it. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, but that's Camino, man. Like that's Camino.
I know.
That's too emotional to do it. Um, let's see here. But yeah. Um, so that's our average 7.4.
So 7 point. Why did it go down?
7.41. So because apparently I missed rating episode 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7. I went back and I rated
Really?
them all just right now.
And
So
it went down?
7.41. That's at least that's mine because you guys weren't here for every single episode.
Oh
If you
yeah.
were to rate them all, the entire season, how would you rate it, Jensen?
Damn.
I would rate it if if the ratings I gave it so far didn't apply, then I would rate it an 8.
An 8. Wow, rated higher than mine. Okay,
Yeah.
and then for Heather,
Um.
because Heather, you like to agree with a lot of our points, but you never scored it low.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I lied. You know, you scored a couple of them low. The filler ones low.
The filler ones were, I don't think, meant to be in this season, but I understand why. Overall, dude, I at first I wanted to say a 6, but I think I'm gonna go for like a 7 or 7.5. Honestly,
So
I'm
basically, where I
still,
am.
yeah, I'm still kind of sticking with it, like kind of being a 6, but there were some. Just the fact that Hera and Chopper were in the season gives it that extra 1.5.
Don't forget
I will tell
Kanan
you
in the
that.
premiere, bro. Don't
And
forget
yes,
Kanan.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
I
I can
think
never
one big
forget
thing,
about Kanan.
and never forget the way that they whitewash these characters. They're supposed to be Polynesian, um, but they're white as fuck. I mean, you look at Omega, you look at the way they do Rex, and especially see it on Kanan. Um, you know, come on, come on, you could do better.
Yeah.
Solomon's been typing in chat. Filler episodes is episode 13, the Roland Durand episode. 5, 10, 6, and 9. Nice. 5, 10, Common Ground. Has their ideology changed? Common Ground, that description right there. The batch has their ideology changed. Fam, they went from religious to agnostic or something. That's what it sounds like. Um, episode 13 is a petty feud with a stupid side character who, and that, let me tell you, I bet that side character is going to show up in season 2. He's going to show up in season 2. Episode 5 was a stupid rescue of Jabba's bulldog. Episode 6 is a failed mission that did not move the plot along. What's episode 9, fam? What are you going to put down?
This is amazing.
This guy Solomon, man, he's on point right now. Bro, you should, like, hit subscribe, or whenever Bad Batch comes back, or Book
He
of
should
Boba
be in the
Fett.
panel
Oh, he
with
should
us.
be on the panel, definitely. Yeah, like all this analysis is pretty damn good. So yeah, that's a pretty long time for us to wrap up a stream. I'm gonna let you finish the thoughts on episode 9 right there, bro. Um, but yeah, I highly agree with all of those selections. That is 5 episodes, just about a third, as I mentioned, that were basically shit, filler. So yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, is season 1 of Star Wars: The Bad Batch. It's an enjoyable ride. It's quite a romp. Oh, all right. Let's do that one more time. So before we continue, so mine was 7.41. Jensen, your average was again
My actual average is 7.
7. Heather, your average was
Oh, I don't even know. Hold on.
what did you just say? It's like, are you gonna go back a few seconds on the stream?
Well, she only rated 5 episodes, including today's.
No, but just moments ago she said, "Hey, what are your what? How would you rate the entire
Oh,
season?"
hers.
Yeah. Heather, what did
I
you
think
say
she
I
again?
said
I technically said 6, but for the
Second,
fact that Hera and Chopper and Kanan were in there, I'm gonna go with a 7, 7.5.
I'll take that highest score. Thank you very much. And if we divide it between the three of us, wait, no, is
8 plus 7.5 plus 7.5 is 7.5.
7.5. Bingo, bango. That's the final verdict. Solomon finally responded. Episode 9 was good, but it did not accomplish anything but just show us an abandoned Sky City. And a good fight, let me tell you. Like, that was a good fight.
Yeah.
Um, and we also thought we would almost lose Cad Bane, but if it wasn't for his Air Jordans, then he would just die. He would fall. Um, my screen is stuck, by the way. Um, oh, it's like it's stuck on the screenshot of Omega saying thank you for saving AZ, but it looks like she's cringing. It's pretty funny. Anyways, guys, that is season 1 of I said Star Wars: The Clones of the Bad Batch. We officially end the chapter of the Clone Wars by saying goodbye to Kamino. Um, and just doing it in a very devastating way by sinking it into the ocean. The batch survive. Everybody survives, but unfortunately, Crosshair does not want to rejoin. And that's the way that we end the season. And that's the way that we end our Thursdays. This is our last Thursday night live stream. I thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm going to point out Solomon for the last time tonight. Episode 10 was good because we saw the Separatist capital, but in the end it was just a pointless rescue, which it was. But yes, viewers like Solomon, thank you for putting your thoughts out there on the chat. I want to thank every single supporter, subscriber of this channel who's tuned in and night out for Star Wars The Bad Batch on Thursday nights. This is our longest series that we have ever covered here. See, like a 16 episode season, that is 15 weeks, because remember, 2 episodes in the first week. This was the longest commitment that we've ever had, and probably never again. But you know, this is an experience. This really was. We never got to do it last year for Star Wars, the Clone Wars, the series finale, the Siege of Mandalore, and it's that inspiration that got us to come back to start this show, and not just the NBA Finals happening in 2020 that we were able to cover, but also we covered Mandalorian and Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Later this year, please look out for our live streams for the Book of Boba Fett coming later this year. That for the time being, we're going to shift over to Tuesdays, and we're going to hop on to Marvel's side again, and we're going to cover Marvel's What If Tuesday nights starting at 11:45 Pacific. That's going to be how we're going to continue. Thank you for your support. Have a wonderful rest of your evening or morning or day whenever you're watching this. Thank you to Jensen. Thank you to Heather.
Thank you.
Of course, no problem. Thank
And I
you
also
too.
want to shout out, thank you so much to Steven for joining us early on. Unfortunately, commitments have changed, so he wasn't able to join us for most of this season. But you were still a huge part of it, and I thank you so much for that. So thanks to Steven, Jensen, and Heather for being there for the season. And thank you, the viewers, one last time. I'm Arcanape. We'll see you guys on Tuesday for Marvel's What If, Episode 2. So long.
Bye.
Bye.